Time for another Painting Noise Marines update. But why does it feel like I'm painting
Necrons?
Stay tuned to find out more. Saved by Slaanesh. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, time for another Saved by Slaanesh episode. I'm going to be updating you on the work that I've been doing on painting my 36 Noise Marines. Before that though, if you would like to keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Okay, so first of all, just a massive thank you to everyone that watched my previous video in the series, The Truth Behind Saved by Slaanesh. The response that I got from that video was just awesome, and I really appreciate all of the fantastic and kind comments that I received. I also received a lot of great support from my Wargamers Unification Facebook group. I received a lot of private messages on there as well, so just a massive thank you to everyone. I really appreciate your support. Now, not only did I get a lot of messages, I also got a fantastic gift from one of my subscribers. I'm going to reveal that gift in next week's Saved by Slaanesh video, so make sure you tune back in for that one. For this week though, we are going to take a look at the work that I've done on my Noise Marines. Now, after all of the support that I received on my previous video, I have to say that evening I was really G'd up to get to these Noise Marines painted. And that night I did a big painting session, and I've been painting these as much as possible ever since. Now, as we take a closer look, I'm sure you can see the majority of the painting that I've done have been metallics, mainly silver, and that really did feel like I was painting Necrons. In actual fact, one of the models even has a Necron head on its banner. I literally did paint a Necron. I've had a lot of fun, it's been a lot of hard work. Everything that you see, of course, has had two thin coats. I've based the silver with bolt gun metal on the guns and on the backpacks, and some of the areas have got iron breaker just to mix the silver look up a little bit. I've still got some silver detailing to do, but I've done a good amount of detailing on these guys. Now, as far as the gold is concerned, what you see at the moment is all base coated with Balthasar gold. Now, I'm going to show you the champions in a minute because I've done something slightly different with them. Now, you probably can notice I do also have some blue painted on these models. I got a little bit fed up of painting just silver and gold, so I changed things up in one painting session, and I went in and I painted all of the hair on these models. And the hair is actually finished. I went over the black with Cantor blue, and then I went over with Altdorf blue, and then Altdorf blue with white mixture, just to bring in those highlights. Now, I'm painting these guys the same as I'm painting my 13th Company's Space Wolves, because in actual fact they are wearing some Emperor's Children armour. So I've been using these models as my base, as my structure for painting the Noise Marines. Of course, I've got a big part still left to do, and that's painting the pink. The pink probably will come next. Now, regarding the gold, I of course have recently got Warhammer Conquest issue 1, and in there is the Retribution Armour gold paint. Now, I've never used this before, and I'm told it's one of the best gold paints that Games Workshop do, so I thought I would try this paint out on my Noise Marines. Now, whilst painting the gold and silver, I was wondering to myself how I was going to paint the Doom Sirens on the Emperor's Children champions. So when I got hold of this paint, I thought, how about I paint that one on the Doom Sirens? So that is what I did. Now, as you can see, this has come out rather shiny, especially compared to the rest of the gold on the models. I have to be honest, I got a little bit concerned while I was painting these. Am I making the right decision? They are champions after all, so it doesn't matter if they stand out. However, I don't want them to stand out like a sore thumb and ruin the look of the army on the table. And as I said, I really did get concerned by this. So I thought what I would do is I would do a test piece of how the two golds are going to look after they've been washed and highlighted. So that's what I did, and I have to say, once I'd done that, I felt a lot happier. The Retribution gold doesn't look so gaudy once it's been highlighted, and the Balthasar gold looks a little bit brighter and more vibrant once that has been washed and highlighted. So I think these two golds are going to work together. The question is, am I going to bring the Retribution armour gold into the Noise Marines themselves here and there, maybe on some spikes or other areas of the armour, or do I save the Retribution gold just for the champions? Let me know what you think in the comments box below. Now, as these models spin around and you already know the truth of the army, I'm now going to reveal that this guy here is actually supposed to be me. I have my arms in the air and I am screaming, saved by Slaanesh. Now, the army does feature one other person in it, and I will reveal that later in the series, but this other person is also responsible for me wanting green within the army. Now, I did have a few comments regarding my demon princess, how the green didn't quite match, but what you have to remember is I'm painting this army as a whole rather than as individual models. So that green may not work on the model, although I think it does, but if you think it doesn't, what you have to remember is that the whole army is going to have little spots of green all over it. So when it's finished, hopefully it will all match together. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed a look at these models. Let me know in the comments box below, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Hit my icon at the end of the video so you can keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k. Beam me up!